guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a minute. It's been over a month at this point since I put up a video. But y'all, in my defense, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I'm just ready to throw all of 2020 away already off the bat. Oh God. This year started off rough. I think for a lot of people and for the world in general, it's just been a whole lot of going on. And by the way, if I look tired, well, it's because I am. Anyways guys, so like I said, it's been over a month since I put up a video. My last video was my gender reveal. My plan, you know, as I've mentioned before, was to go month per month. But since it's been a minute, during the weeks that it's been since I've uploaded a video, not only did I finish off month 4, but I also started and I'm about to finish month 5 as well right now as we speak. So I figured, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to combine the two. I'm literally 5.5 months. I will be 6 months in a few days, so there's no point in going back and doing month 4 alone and then month 5. We're just gonna combine the two, okay? So bear with me. I'm gonna try to run through things as quickly as I can. You guys know I take notes on my phone for each month, and not much has gone on within each month, so hopefully I'll be able to run through everything fairly quickly. And I also have some things to show you guys as well, and of course we'll do a belly shot at the end. Whew. So enough chit chat. I've wasted enough time. Let's get into it. So going back and reminiscing on month 4, which is weeks 14 through 17, and for me that started on January 6th and ran all the way through to the end of January. So right off the bat, the first thing I have on my list for month 4 is sciatica pain. Now if you've been pregnant before, or maybe you're just familiar with sciatica pain in general, you guys know how bad it hurts. All right, the sciatic nerve that is in your hip, leg, back, something, I don't know, all of the areas, whatever. Listen, it hurts, okay? Now I've dealt with sciatic pain through all 3 of my pregnancies now at this point, but it doesn't get any easier. All right, it's painful. I mean, there are times where it's hard to even move. I mean, I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll try to get up and it's just like, oh God, I can't move. Like I said, if you've dealt with it, then you know, you just kind of learn to deal with it. There are different things that you can do to help alleviate the pain. It's still going to be there, and you're still going to have to deal with it, but there are like moves and exercises and stretches and different things you can do to help try to alleviate some of the pain. Different things work for different people, so yeah, I'm just dealing with it the best way I can. The next thing on my list is heartburn. So I started having heartburn really kind of early on. I believe, I really want to say I did, but it was really light. But starting in month 4, it started to kind of pick up. I'd get this really bad burning in my chest and in my throat. Again, I've dealt with heartburn throughout my other pregnancies, but never to this extent, I don't recall. Moving on, vivid dreams. Again, if you guys have followed my pregnancy journey all the way from the beginning, then you know these vivid dreams of mine started before I even knew I was pregnant, okay? So I have had vivid and crazy wild dreams from then all the way up until this point. I don't recall ever having vivid dreams like this with my other 2 pregnancies. So that's something new for me because it's constant. It's not like, oh, I have a crazy dream here and there, like it's like all the time I'm having these weird, crazy, out of this world dreams. Like, I don't know. Next, I marked down that I threw up for the 2nd time. With this pregnancy starting out, I was a little nauseous in the beginning, just a little bit, but I never really threw up. I threw up once, and then apparently in January, I threw up for the 2nd time. But on the record, as of current, like I said, I'm almost 6 months. I haven't thrown up anytime since that. So I've only thrown up 2 times this entire pregnancy, which is like great for me because let me tell you, with my other 2, it was way more than that, okay? And I don't even have bouts of nausea. Like, I haven't had any nausea out in months, probably since I was like, I don't know, 3 months, maybe, something like that. So that's, definitely not complaining there. Then of course I had my 2nd doctor's appointment of this pregnancy back in January. I had it on January 9th. It was just a normal checkup. I didn't do anything fancy, and at that point I was just like a week or 2 too early for her to like hear the baby's heartbeat on the Doppler. So I didn't get to hear the heartbeat on the Doppler, and that kind of disappointed me because at that point I hadn't seen or heard baby since my my very first appointment, which was in December. So when I came to that appointment, I remember being like, oh yes, I'm to the point now where I can, you know, hear the baby's heartbeat at least and see what's going on. And then I got there all excited just to not be able to hear the heartbeat. So I left a little disappointed, but that's okay. Then moving on to the next thing, I started experiencing some dizziness. I did read that this is common in pregnancy. Again, this is something kind of new for me. I never really experienced that with my other two, but I would have moments where I would just get really dizzy out of nowhere, like, whether I was standing or I could even be sitting, and I would just like feel really kind of like, whoa, what is happening? And I was reading through my pregnancy app, and it said something along the lines that you can experience dizziness because of the increased blood flow that there is in the body. Your body's making a lot more blood to help supply it to the baby. So in some people that can result in, you know, dizziness here and there. And then of course, ending off month 4 at 16.5 weeks, I did find out the gender of baby. I do have a gender reveal video that I did post actually before this one. It's been over a month, but it's a video right before this one. I can link it down below in case any of you maybe haven't seen it and just want to go check it out. Baby is of course a boy. So I have a daughter, and now I'm about to have 2 sons. You know, when I first found out I was pregnant, I really didn't care what I had because I already have a girl and I already have a boy. So this baby was essentially the tiebreaker. So I was like, oh, I don't care. And then I started having dreams that I was having a girl, and all the family kind of wanted us to have a girl. So then my mind just started going in that space. Like, oh, okay, maybe it's a girl, I want a girl, you know. So then when I found out it was a boy, I was kind of like taken aback and shocked. But now I'm so happy. You know, God knows what you need in your life, and apparently we needed another boy. So anyways, moving on to month 5. Month 5, which is currently the month that I am just about to end now. It consists of weeks 18 through 22, which for me ran from February 3rd all the way till now. I am currently filming this on March 6th, which makes me 22 weeks and 4 days, which means in 3 days I will be 6 months. Like, what? I can't even believe it, y'all. I literally cannot believe it. It's going by too flipping fast, and I can't handle it. So starting right off the bat at 18 weeks, like I literally believe I had just turned 18 weeks and I started feeling baby move. Well, this is where I had definite fetal movement, to where I knew, hey, that's my baby moving. I knew, because before this there were times where I'm like, is that the baby, or is that in my head, or was that gas? Like literally what was it, you know? So I wasn't sure. There definitely could have been times before the 18-week mark that it maybe was baby, but I just wasn't quite sure. So I didn't just want to, like, you know, go off that. But definitely the start of 18 weeks, right off the rip, I felt baby move, and I knew. Let me tell you, that was one of the most like amazing feelings. Feeling your baby move is probably one of the most enjoyable things about pregnancy. Like it has to be. And also because of course you don't go to the doctor every day, you don't get ultrasounds every day or anything like that. So being able to feel your baby move inside of you, it just gives you that extra sigh of relief and that comfort knowing that, okay, baby's okay, you know what I'm saying? Then actually that same week at 18 weeks and 4 days, I had my anatomy scan. So that's of course the appointment where you go in, you have your ultrasound, they check all the baby's organs, the bones, just everything about the baby to make sure everything is looking good, everything's in place, everything's how it should be. And after that, of course, you have your normal routine checkup. So in this anatomy scan, everything looked well, everything that they could see anyways. And I say that because at the time, baby was laying head down, face down, and he's all the way down almost at my cervix, okay? And he was laying kind of like this, so she couldn't get his face at all. She was able to check most of everything on his body, but she couldn't get his face at all. She could see half of his face but not all of it. So she was like, well, you're gonna have to come back, because you know they gotta check everything. But I wasn't mad, because that just means that, hey, in another 4 weeks I get another ultrasound. And if you've been pregnant, then you know how fun ultrasounds can be, because again, it's always nice to be able to get that extra sigh of relief and comfort to not only feel your baby move, but also be able to actually see your baby as well. So yeah, she couldn't see everything, but I will show you guys the pictures from that day. I only have 2. She printed out 2 for me. Let me cover up my little info here. So here's, well, okay. So there is the first picture there, if you can see. It's kind of hard to see maybe, but baby's laying face down. So that's the kind of the top of his head, and his face is down here. So you really can't see it. This is the best picture that I got of that day. Again, I was 16 weeks here. And then of course she printed me off his little boy parts there, signifying that he is a boy. Obviously I already knew at that point what he was, but you know, that's part of the anatomy scan, is that they confirm the gender. So there's that. So with that being said, I literally just went to the doctor yesterday at 22 weeks and 3 days, and had my next appointment, and which of course I did get another ultrasound so they can do the anatomy scan kind of all over, you know, so they can just kind of revisit everything and check the things that they weren't able to check last time. And thankfully he was actually laying in a position this time where she was able to get his face and get everything that she needed. She of course checked all his organs and bones and everything like that in 2D, but she was like, I'm gonna get you some 3D pictures as well. So she switched over to 3D and got me a few pictures of his face in 3D. And y'all, starting off with the 2D, if you guys can see, that's a little side profile picture there. You can see his little side profile there. And then this is the front of his face in 2D as well. You know, they always get these, and these always look scary to me. I don't know why they do these, but that's the front of his face in 2D. Weird. But moving on to the little 3D pictures. Here's one picture. Look at his little face. Here's another. He had his hand kind of up here like this or something like that. Obviously I'm only 22 weeks pregnant here, so he still has a lot of thickening up to do, but again, just to be able to see what he's gonna somewhat look like, it's just amazing. And then for the last little 3D picture, because I got 3, here's another angle of his face right there, kind of like a little side, kind of like this view. Look, so cute. Yeah, everything went well at that appointment. Everything looked well on the ultrasound again that day. I think they went back and checked everything, checked his heart, his liver, his stomach, his bones, everything. Everything looked great, they said. And then to end off month 5, I want to tell you guys about something that I got. So a lot of you have probably already heard of this, but I didn't find out about this until like I had already had my son. But by then it was too late. And then of course it's been 4 or 5 years since I've been pregnant since then, so I hadn't had to worry about it. So I do want to share it with you guys, just in case any of you don't know. But you know, most people can qualify for a free breast pump through their insurance, right? What you do is you go to Aeroflow breast pumps. I'm not sure if that's the only site, there may be others, but the most credible and the most popular, and the one that I use and the one that a lot of people use, is Aeroflow or Aeroflow pump, something like that. .com. I will link it down below. And of course, depending on what insurance provider you have, you know, that will determine what pumps you are eligible for. All you do is you go and you put your information in, and the way they do it is they kind of run it, the breast pump, as a prescription or something like that. Your doctor does have to sign off on it and all of that, but they make it really simple for you. Like literally, it was so simple. So anyways, I went ahead and ordered my breast pump. I do plan on breastfeeding. I breastfed my son, so he was almost 8 months old. I wanted to make it to a year, but at that point, unfortunately, my milk started just diminishing. And sadly, instead of trying to up it and all that, I just kind of gave it up. Whatever, you know, you live and you learn, you can't go back. But this time, I really pray and hope and plan to make it all the way to a year. I almost made it with my son, but not quite. So hopefully this time around I can make it to at least a year. We will see. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, I went ahead and ordered my free breast pump. So I got approved for several different types of pumps, but the one that I decided to go with was the Spectra S2 Plus. I've heard a lot of good things about the Spectra. With my son, I had a Medela and I liked it, you know, it was fine, but I no longer have that pump. It died a long time ago, so I had to get rid of it. But when I knew I was going to be in the market for a new pump, I did my research and looked up a lot of recommendations from other people, and a lot of people recommend the Spectra. So I'm going to give this one a shot. Hopefully, you know, it's good and it doesn't disappoint. Either way, it was free. So at the end of the day, can't really be too disappointed. And guys, this is a over $200 pump that I just got for free through my insurance. So definitely, if you know that you're going to breastfeed and you're in the market for one and you want a pump, definitely, please, and you have insurance, go to aeroflow.com. Again, I will put the link down below. Please do this. Definitely will save you mamas out there a lot of money. And the thing about it is you have different options. The way, at least for me, again, depending on your insurance, it may be different, so I can't go off of that. But for me, with my insurance and the way it worked for me, the way it looked was if you bought the pumps alone, it was free. There was no charge to you. But then they also had different packages that came with the breast pump and like a breast pump bag and stuff like that. And those packages weren't necessarily free, but you could get them at an extremely discounted price. Like, for example, the package with the pump and a pump bag may be like over 300 something bucks, and your price may be only 20 to 30 bucks. You see what I'm saying? So definitely go check out this site. Matter of fact, here is proof for you guys. Here's a screenshot of the email of my order. You see there's my breast pump order, and you see the cost. 0, 0, 0, 0. And I want to say that I was reading that like once you get your pump 6 months after that or something like that, your breast pump specialist, because they give you your own unique specialist or something, they will contact you and like see if you need any replacement parts or anything like that. I want to say that's what they said. I can't remember, right? Mom brain, pregnancy brain, all the things. But I swear that's what I read. Of course, if you guys decide to go through with this, you will be able to see all that and get all the actual real information. But I swear that's what they said. Another thing that I want to mention and show you guys, so I don't have my breast pump right now. Again, it goes off your insurance. I don't know if everybody's like this, but with my insurance, they sent me an email saying, due to your insurance, you know, we're not going to be able to ship your pump until June, I believe it is, because I'm due in July. I don't know why it's like that. Depending on your insurance, yours may ship right away, or you may also have to wait till it gets closer to your due date before they'll ship it. But either way, I will have it before my baby's born, hopefully, as long as he doesn't come early. Please stay in there, full term. That's what we're shooting for, all right? With that being said, once I went through the pump process, it took me to another page and it said, hey, due to your insurance, you may qualify for a free support band, like one of those maternity bands that go around and help you support your belly. And it said, do you want to go forth with this? And I'm like, why the F would I not? Like, what? Okay, I was already in the market for one of these. When I found out I was pregnant, I went to Amazon and I put one of these bands in my Amazon cart and saved it for later because I knew I was going to want one. Okay, I hadn't bought one yet, and I'm glad I waited. I don't know if everybody will have this option, so don't hate me if they don't give you that option. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people out there probably will get that same option. And because I'm already 5 months, like I said, they weren't able to ship my breast pump yet, but the maternity band shipped right away. As long as you're past 3 months, I think they'll go ahead and ship your maternity band out. And I just got it in the mail the other day. I haven't opened it. Here it is. This is what it is. It's a Motif medical pregnancy support band. So again, guys, if you have never heard about Aeroflow, or if you maybe have heard about it but you were kind of like, is this legit? I'm not sure. Yes, it's legit, it's real. Please go check it out because it's a big help for all of us moms out there, okay? But aside from that, guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, I know I talked a lot, and I probably talked pretty fast for some of you guys, but I was trying to run through it as quickly as I can. I had a lot of information. We were combining 2 months, and it's been over a month since I've you know, put up a video, so I'm a little chatty, but that's okay. When am I not? So now I guess the only thing that's really left to do is show you guys the bump. All right, guys, so here is the bump. Now obviously I'm like ending my 5 months. I'm just about to be 6 months, so this is what we're looking like now. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures or anything of me from my 4th month or even the beginning of month 5, so I apologize. This is just what we got ending month 5. And you know, not gonna lie, mama is a little out there. Here's from the front and then the other side. Alrighty guys, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did. Also, don't worry, I do have some videos coming up that are not baby related. Some of you may be loving the baby videos, but others are probably like, okay, we get it. something else. So I do have some other videos coming up that's not baby related, so stay tuned for those. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'm gonna go get me a snack because mama is hungry. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see ya in the next one.